Hi everybody, how you doing? My name's Tony. I am selling this van that I built. Her name is Cactus the van, and I'm going to show you around today and show you what it's all about and the functions and how I built it, etc. So, if you look inside for a moment, just start here. Here's your L couch, which transforms into a bed. Over here, there's a slot that comes out. This bar goes across. Underneath here, you have these wood slats. They drag across, and then you have legs and the cushions from the back, which all detach and Velcro on, come down, and they sit here and create a bed. You can fit there. That's going to be about, I think that's exactly 6 foot. And here is, I think exactly 5'8", but will, I think, fit to a 6'3" when you shut the door. We have a compartment where you can put skimboards, you can put surfboards that I put, or you can put dead bodies, whatever you prefer. Okay, so over here you have wood, fake vinyl wood laminate flooring. This is waterproof, weatherproof, scratch proof, and it's all sealed down and ready to go. It won't pop up, and easy to maintain. From this area you can access this point through here from inside of the van. Underneath compartments that come down for easy access, so you don't have to struggle to get in and out of there, and it goes back to the full length above the wheel well. Over here you have a spice rack. So this spice rack actually comes up. It doesn't work too well. Little tray. I honestly don't use it that much. I kind of did it as a second thought, but it's there if you want to use it. It doesn't work too well. Sorry. Pots and pans, this is where I keep them. You have the ability to cook inside or outside, and this is the inside cooking area. Got a 12-inch, the BTUs are 10,000 BTUs, I believe, connected down to there with 2 small propane tanks. This thing comes in and out. Underneath here is where I keep my cooler box, which is a rip-off Yeti, so to say. Canyon. I found no difference. It's the, I don't know, the whatever liter one. I'm not good at that stuff, but it works. It's happy. This, by the way, is a 100-year-old piece of oak wood tree, which I really love this thing. Have more accessibility for food. If you look back here, you can do, I have these 3 compartments that I kind of keep backup food. I have this drawer, which kind of compartmentalizes whatever you want. You know what I'm saying. I got a netting under here to add food in, which is just connected by a latch. You can take this in or out if you prefer. To get access to that food if you want. I found it's easier to just kind of access through the top, the food in the back. And then you have a trash can right here. This is bolted into the ground, but the lid comes off and you can kind of access easily. You have your bowls and your plates, beautiful wood bowls and plates. They're just simply held in by kind of like a cool, they can be untied and readjusted if you need to add your own style plates if you Cactus. We have a pump handle sink. So this guy, super easy to use. You got your stainless steel. Everything's bolted in for convenience. You have your 5-gallon, which pumps up, and then I have a 2-gallon gasoline container that just acts as like the gray water. You have a little storage. I keep like garlic and onions and stuff in there. You've got your netting for your cats to play with. Bullet. These guys kind of made a combination of American and Japanese style knives. It's a one-of-a-kind handmade knife that I really love, which, by the way, everything comes with the van, that's why I'm mentioning it. Paper towels. This is like a weird masonite board that I possibly could add cork wall to it for you. I was going to think about doing that, but I didn't. We could talk about that. You got your outlet, which just basically runs up and over. Sorry, Carlos. Up and over. Kind of just has a simple wire into the power supply, which we'll get to in a minute. You've got your jars. They simply just unscrew, and they're bolted into the top, so they're not coming off. You've got your porcelain, aluminum, stainless steel cups that can all rattle proof and rust proof, etc. And then jars for coffees and teas, and little jars for I keep vitamins and such in there. Okay, so on the ceiling we have our fan. It's the Fantastic fan. Good thing is that it runs without the power supply being on, which is convenient for cooking or just like hotter days or whatnot. Storage for clothing that I keep in here. These kind of go back into their own compartments. You've got a clothing hanger style stand-up closet. And then under here, because it's a little hard to access, you can lift that up and you can kind of access from behind. A mirror for vanity and such. I keep my iPad here as a TV, which works really well, but I don't believe that comes with the van because I pay for it through Sprint. Power supply. I use the Kodiak power supply. These guys developed in my opinion, the best version of an all-in-one system. Runs, I believe, stores 1200 watt hours, and you have your 110s. You have three 110s. You have two 12 volts, and you have, this is for their own lighting system. I never used that, so I don't know much about it. And then over here, you have 4 USBs. All the information's on Kodiak.com. For me, it's been great because I get about a week or more out of power and doing everything that I want. Like if I run the fan all the time, if I have my lights on, if I charge all my phones, etc. And I even do editing with my laptop here. It's 20 pounds, which is awesome to take in and out. It's not that big. Now that it's on, you can see it, it's a little bit light in here. The lighting, I ran LED lighting up and around. So that is on a dimmer switch, which you can dim down for some more romantic lighting with your partner or yourself. Okay, and so under here, I have a strip lighting, which is also magnetic. So you can take it down if you really needed to. It just stays up there by magnets. Super convenient for when you're at night, just want to like brush your teeth or all that stuff. So that's run by having that on. The lights have to have this on to run because they run off the 110. Other than that, you can charge your iPads and iPhones with this power supply off. So that's super convenient for noise reduction and not using power. And also with this thing, you can rig up to 600 watts of solar, which is really nice because it's just 2 of the connections on the side, and you just run it to the roof and you can just have like an open panel or whatever you want. And you can also daisy chain it to multiple batteries. So if you had multiple batteries already, you can just rig them to it and then you can have, you know, unlimited power that way. So it's been more than amazing for my situation. We have this system, pulley system for surfboards or whatever you might keep. You just undo it, rig it, and you can kind of stack laterally or horizontally. Vertically? Vertically. You can stack vertically. Calvin Hobbes, Bill Watterson's my idol, and these are 3-inch foam. You have sort of an outdoor fabric. If it gets dirty, it's extremely easy to clean. You can always kind of repinch it if it starts loosening up and just kind of re-establish the tautness of it. Carpet, just for looks, and also kind of covers up the unsightly curves of the van. In the back here, I have a tray. Comes down. You can cook out here. This for extra support. It can support itself fairly well, but this is just if you need extra, and also a cool walking stick that I keep stored back in this area. So these right here are my window covers. You've got black for the outside, and for the interior, it's a cool cow. You put it up on the window. These cute little rocks. Hold it up and such. And then you have your window cover. It's completely blacked out from the outside when at night, when all the lights are on. and it actually acts as sort of like an insulator as well with the windows, so that's nice. So you have your blackout curtains for night, done with the cable linked up, some eye hooks. Takes a second, you're completely blacked out with double-ended felt, so it acts as a nice little warm barrier as well. Everything's definitely doubled down. This is my first build, and I wanted to make sure everything was really secure and locked down. It's 1/2 inch polyiso on the walls, on the inside. On the ceiling, I have 1 inch polyiso up there. So Reflectix is kind of like just underneath there is like a barrier. There's also Reflectix on the walls and the ceiling as well in certain areas. And then on the inside of the gaps, I did spray insulation, and I just stuck with polyiso. There is no fiberglass insulation. And there's a little bit of wool insulation in like really hard crevices. So I stayed away from any of the harmful toxic materials. I didn't want that in the van. The window itself I put in, it's a 10 inch, so people can't really sneak into it if they broke it open. It's very slender, which is kind of why I chose it, but it also was wide and gave a nice air flow as well as a view from when you're driving. Slides nice and easy. We have, as of now, 120, if you want to show it, 125,825 miles. So it's a fairly young vehicle, 2004 Ford ECOLINE 250. I'll show that later. The steering wheel, you'll notice there's no like wear and tear. The gentleman before me, this was personal use, not business use. There's no major wear and tear in anything. Nothing was replaced. It's original. And then if you come towards the engine is really nice and clean. Nothing's rusted or messed up. I have the paperwork for all the work that I got done to it once I bought it. Bearings repacked, new rotors, new brakes. They changed the shocks, I believe, and they gave it a new balance and a sway bar, a new sway bar, I believe. I think the weight of the build was approximately 750 pounds, so it's not a super heavy build, and it is a 250 gas engine. I really enjoyed the whole entire build, and I liked creating a specific style of something. I really love like a 1970s sailboat, and that's what I was thinking on this one. There is an okay amount of knowledge. I'm not a professional, but you can rest assured it wasn't built like total crap. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. PM me. Very straightforward with this whole thing. I love what I do. I want to keep recreating more of these, and I want to develop this lifestyle into something that I spread throughout wherever. That's it. Let me know. Take care.